Big Volley's World of Sports Sims proudly presents college basketball 1975-76. We got a big game today. It's number 4 Indiana at 11-4 coming in to play the Minnesota Golden Gophers at 11-1. This game took place on January 24, 1976, was televised on NBC, who had the college basketball rights. And not too much has changed in terms of the news and the top five. Marshall Rogers still leading in terms of being the leading scorer. Robert Parrish, the future Celtic center, is still your leading rebounder. UNLV and Marquette, your best offenses and defenses, respectively. And your top five hasn't changed too much. UNLV, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Indiana, and Marquette in your top five. Here are your rules for the project, as has been the case since I began it. 44-team NCAA tournament, because we're going to combine there were only 12 teams that made the NIT, so it made sense to just combine the two. No conference tournaments. If we have a tie for the conference championship, or no real way to measure who the best team was because they didn't play a round robin against each other, there will be a playoff amongst the two best teams. No shot clock, no three-point basket. The 7th foul in a team by a team per half puts the team in the bonus. Bonus free throws are all 1-and-1s. And because we don't have the shooting rules on free throws that the NCAA had in 75-76, the shooting fouls are going to be 3 to make 2. In the real life, the NCAA system was 2 shots, regardless of whether or not the basket went in. If the basket does count, it is an and 1. And actually, PC basketball, as I have said numerous occasions, can't recreate that rule, so we're just going to use the NBA rules. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's simulation, this April 13th, 2026, the day after Rory McIlroy won his second straight Masters tournament in Augusta, Georgia. So as I said, this will be a pretty good game between these two squads. We'll have Time Travel League of Baseball for you tomorrow. Our next RCW weekly report will be Thursday. Probably we'll do NC2A again Wednesday if the schedule holds and if I don't hit a snag. And then Friday we'll do Time Travel League once again. So let me get this sucker set up and we will be back shortly. But you won't know. So I just got off the phone with Lefty Rosenthal at the Stardust host, not Starbucks, that would come later. The Stardust Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. They're saying Indiana is an 8-point favorite, according to Lefty Rosenthal. So we will get this game started. Minnesota playing at home. In real life, of course, Indiana won both games. We've had both teams on our program before, so there's no need for introductions. Indiana's got that very talented lineup that got a lot of minutes. Scott May, you're probably the best player on the squad, Quinn Buckner, and Minnesota has the outstanding center, Michael Thompson. Minnesota a little short on the bench, so we'll see. I just double check to make sure I'm on before I start talking forever and ever. The windows should be a little smoother. I went into the properties for Action PC, baseball, basketball, hockey, and saw that if I set the compatibility mode...
Here are today's starting lineups.
We'll get to that in a minute.
First for the visiting Indiana Hoosiers, Buckner, Wilkerson, Abernethy, May, and Benson. Indiana is coached by Bobby Knight. And now for your Minnesota Golden Gophers, Saunders, Lockhart, Williams, Winey, and Thompson. Minnesota is coached by Jim Dutcher.
So if you go into properties and you set the compatibility mode to Windows 7 or 8, it'll play normal. Indiana won the tap. Let's see what they do here on their initial possession. We play as the home team. Benson with the opening basket, and it is 2-0. Let the computer play all plays, 50-50 of the plays. Lockhart with the outside jumper, we're tied at 2. And then in the last 6 minutes of each half, I call all plays for the home team, which in this case is Minnesota. Closing in on February, which means we are closing in on the last month of the regular season. We'll go to Thompson here. No good, too strong. And a rebound by Saunders. And Minnesota's going to reset the offense. Saunders known for his intelligent play. Oh, Williams with a nice jumper, which probably would have been a three-pointer in today's rules. 4-2. Abernathy from the near baseline has tied it. 4-4. Williams again. Dribble drive. Brings it in. And one as May gets called for the foul. Williams a .738 free throw shooter according to the game. It's no good. And controlled by May of Indiana. And the Hoosiers trail 6-4. They are waving that basket off, and that was Williams being called for the foul prior to the shot. First team foul, each team with one. 2 minutes, 5 seconds into this opening half, and Minnesota playing man-to-man. May from outside. Bingo, and it's 6-6. Saunders with it. Well, we're going to go to Flip Sanders, I should say. Known for his smart, intelligent play. That is to the right, no good. Rebound for May. He had 14 against Purdue in a recent game. Purdue has been a contending team. We have a whistle and a foul on Wilkerson. That's going to give the ball back to Indiana playing that 2-1-2 zone. I think Bobby Knight was known to be a man-to-man defensive coach. And we have Saunders getting fouled by Buckner. Indiac is shooting, so it's 3 to make 2. First one looked like a line drive, and it goes in. 7-6. Minnesota in real life lost to the Hoosiers twice, but both games were under 10 points that they lost by, both in Minneapolis and at Assembly Hall in Bloomington. It's 8-6 now. In our sim, Indiana has lost 4 times. In real life, Indiana went undefeated. They're the last team in college basketball to go undefeated. May has tied it again with the layup, and we are tied 8-8. Lockhart with it. He is a good outside shooter. And he drains it.
Osborne Lockhart.
And Osborne Lockhart has made it 10-8. And a steal by Lockhart. We'll go back the other way. Forgot to turn the air conditioning on, so I'm going to do that here in a moment.
Osborne Lockhart scores.
Lockhart gets the basket and the foul. And just give me a moment here, folks, while I finagle my air conditioning, because it's feeling kind of warm in here. And when you live in Florida on April the 13th, it's going to feel warm, so it hasn't kicked in yet, but I just set it to make sure it was on. And Lockhart misses the chance at a three-point play, but the Gophers are up 12-8 as May gets the rebound. And another steal by Lockhart. He's got back-to-back steals. Hoosiers 11-1. In real life, they handed Marquette an early season loss. Marquette now number 5 in our simulation. Michael Thompson has his first basket of the game. He scored a bevy of points in our last game that we had with Minnesota against Creighton. And Buckner has come back and has nailed a basket the other way to make it 14-10. Ray Williams will try a dribble drive, or that's the plan anyway. He scores.
Ray Williams scores.
Both teams smoking hot from the field. Indiana 833 and Minnesota 778 to this point. Minnesota already to 16 and now 17, and we're only 5 minutes into the game. So both teams lighting it up right now. We continue with the Gophers up a touchdown. Benson from close range. On the right side, scores at 17-12. He's got 4 points. Back the other way is Williams. He is called for a foul, and Indiana is already up to 16 fouls. You got May and Wilkerson on the bench with 2 each. So Indiana in foul trouble. That's going to give Minnesota a lot of opportunities at the free throw line as this game wears on. A block by Benson off that shot by Winey. Now, one thing Indiana's got going for them is looks like they have a deeper bench. A miss, and now Minnesota's got it again. Leading by 5, 17-12. Michael Thompson is open, but he's away from the basket. We'll try a pass, see if we can get something going here. Now Thompson closer to the paint. Shoots, misses, and he's fouled by Benson. He's probably best known for being injured in that Indiana-Michigan game at the 76 NCAA Finals. First time two teams from the same conference had played. But that was the first year that they had allowed more than one team to represent a conference. Thompson makes the first free throw. He's got 3. Williams is leading the way with 7, Ray Williams, and it's 18-12, 19-12 now.
Thompson gets the second.
Getting his 4th point of the game. About a third of the way through this opening half. The score 19-12. Valavicius, no good. Too strong. A rebound by Benson. Fires from outside was Buckner, and he gets that. Buckner is 2 for 2. A very busy stat sheet so far in this game. Out of bounds, back to the Hoosiers. Turnover there. With Minnesota in the bonus. 6.5 minutes and plus. Benson with another basket. He's at 6 points. And it's 19-16. And in the game we had against UCLA to start our series, Scott May had a big game. But he's going to be a non-factor in the first half. Buckner with another basket. And just like that, it is 19-18. A steal by Radford. And the Hoosiers are just running right now. And a foul by Saunders just to slow things down a little bit. That's his first and the team's second. 19-18 with 12:36 left. Benson, yes.
Benson.
20-19 Indiana. That's Thompson from outside. A tough angle and a rebound by Benson. And they will run. Radford to Buckner, who finishes 22-19. Buckner with now 8 points. So both teams doing very well from the field. Lockhart will try a basket. No good. Minnesota's cooled down a little bit from the field, but they're getting foul shot opportunities. That's the first on Radford. That is now 8 fouls on Indiana, not even halfway through the opening half. Lockhart, his first free throw try is good.
Lockhart made the free throw.
That is 8 free throw attempts already by the Gophers. Indiana has yet to go to the line. Second try is good.
Lockhart made the free throw.
22-21. 11:56 to go. A miss by Benson. Trying to lay out a little more. A steal by Winey, and here comes the Gophers, trailing by a point. They led at 1 point by 7. Michael Thompson, believe he had like 44, 45 points in that game with Creighton. That is going out of bounds. Last touched by the Hoosiers, who lead by a point. Lockhart from outside, no good. A rebound for Benson. Buckner threw the pass away. It's about going back to Minnesota. They have committed 5 turnovers to Minnesota's 2. As Wisman and Buckner is going to get reassigned to shooting guard here, as Wisman's going to come in and play point. Wisman was mentioned in Season on the Brink briefly, as he had visited the Indiana campus, and Coach Knight reminded him of his play at the free throw line, bailing out the Hoosiers against Kansas in the NCAAs.
Ray Williams
has now 9 points, and it's 23-22. Abernathy, held by Winey, his first, the team's third. Radford back in the game for Indiana. He got a quick briefer. Jump ball between Winey and Radford. Winey has a 7-point height advantage, 7 inches. And it was Minnesota winning the tip. They lead by a point. Thompson drives and scores.
Michael Thompson.
He's got 6, and it's 25-22. Wisman, no. And he draws the offensive foul. That's his first. Buckner is going to come back in, play shooting guard. More than halfway through the opening half. A steal by Wisman. On a dribble drive by Flip Saunders. And Wisman opens the bank on a Saturday. And it's 25-24. Ray Williams with it. We'll try to send him on a Saturday drive. No good. Rebound Abernathy. And Buckner has hit 5 baskets in a row without a miss. He's got 10, and it's 26-25. Osborne Lockhart will try to have him shoot one, and it's out of bounds. It's going to stay with Minnesota. So could we be seeing these two teams again in the NC2As? We just might. We'll do around the 44 game, around the 32 game, around the 16 game, and then every game from the Elite 8 onwards. 3-second violation on Michael Thompson. It's back to Indiana, who lead by a point. Benson makes it a 3-point game. He's at 10 points.
Michael Thompson.
And you hear there that Thompson has scored a basket to make it 28-27. A steal by Williams. Indiana 14 for 18 from the field. Minnesota not doing too poorly themselves at 10 for 17. Indiana ball, as that was a turnover on the transfer. 8:07. Abernathy, that rattled around the rim and went in. 30-27. Hoosiers out of bounds. Minnesota ball. I am going to impart some defensive strategy here. And we are going to play defensively a 2-1-2 zone. See if that can slow Indiana down a little bit and force them to take some bad shots. Saunders, a steal by Wisman. He's been getting pickpocketed by Mr. Wisman. Out of bounds, over to the Hoosiers. With 7:09 now left in the half. There's your 2-1-2. And a steal for Minnesota. Try to force it in to Michael Thompson, who scores. That's 10 for Michael. So we got 3 players in double digits already. 30-29. A block by Thompson on the defensive end. That is going to be rebounded by Flip Saunders. That's going to spill out of bounds and go back to Indiana. A turnover. 6:09 to go. 30-29. That's a foul on Osborne Lockhart. His first, the team's 4th. Buckner in at shooting guard for Indiana. We'll also have the day we do the conference championship games, which will be like the Monday, the day after the regular season. We'll do it on a Monday night. And then figure out the 44 teams that make the playoffs. So any conference championship games that we need to do will be done that night. 30-29. It's Haymore, who has just come in the game. Oh, an air ball, and the Minnesota crowd at Williams Arena is just letting the Hoosiers know about it. And it's 30-29. We're going to go to Korkowski here, who has just come into the game. Korkowski gets it. And one coming as Abernathy commits his second foul. Right now we have just 3 players on Indiana who are at 2 fouls. And nobody in Minnesota's side has committed more than once. Korkowski makes the free throw.
Made the free throw.
Only a 43.8 shooter. from the charity stripe. Minnesota 8 for 10. Indiana yet to shoot a free throw. So I'm sure Bobby Knight is complaining, kind of like Gino Ariano was just doing in that ladies semifinal against South Carolina about the foul calling. Now, just as I say that, Buckner is fouled by Michael Thompson, so he's going to make the first free throw attempts for the Hoosiers. First one falls,
Buckner
and it's
made the free throw.
32-31. So we should be back to do a game for you Wednesday, which will be 2 days from now, April 15th, tax day. Hope you did
Buckner
your taxes.
made the free throw.
And it's 32-all as Buckner made the first two free throws. Ray Williams with it for Minnesota. The score tied. Korkowski, baseline, far side, no good. Rebound Buckner, and Valavicius quickly converts that into a basket, and it's 34-32. Half-court press being deployed by the Hoosiers. Pass. Try to look for the open man here. We'll go to Ray Williams, see if he can drive. But it's Korkowski with the ball right now. He's going to take an outside shot, and that was ill-advised. Buckner with it for Indiana. His layup is good. He's got 14 points. And Thompson committing his second foul. That is 6 fouls now for Minnesota. Next one puts Indiana in the bonus. And Buckner that misses the free throw. Johnson with it for Minnesota. It's 36-32 Indiana. It's Korkowski who should get the ball. And he scores from close range. He's got 6 points, John Korkowski, and it's 36-34. Not a perfect name for somebody from Minnesota. Buckner again with a nice little lay-in to make it 38-44. He is up to 16 points, but he needs a blow. He is at the level of 66. In fact, you got 3 players right now who are dead tired. Half-court press still being deployed by Indiana. And now you're seeing the substitutions that we were thinking were coming. It's Wiseman, Cruz, Wilkerson, Haymore, and Roberson for Indiana. Saunders, Lockhart, Johnson, Winey, and Korkowski playing center for the Gophers. Trail by 4. A steal by Cruz. And that has been a problem for Flip. He's been getting the ball stolen from him a lot. The Wilkerson jumper from somewhere around St. Paul does not fall. And it is 38-34 in favor of Indiana. We're going to try to get it to Winey. Too strong. Rebound by Wilkerson. As this first half slowly running out of time. Wilkerson to Haymore. A steal by Winey. Minnesota gets to set up shop in the forecourt. Trailing by 4. Indiana now switching to a man-to-man defense. We'll try Johnson. Not the best outside shooter. That is not going to fall. Haymore is going to come up with it for Minnesota. No, I take that back. That is for Indiana. Wiseman, no good. Rebound by Winey. Indiana is still smoking hot from the field. 6:92, and Minnesota is now down to 5:42. Osborne Lockhart, good to be open. He tries the dribble drive, blocked by Roberson, who says, "Get that out of here." But Haymore picks up the rebound for Indiana. Under 2 minutes now left in the half. Wiseman with the jumper, and that missed everything. Golden Gopher ball. Substitutions galore now. You see them there on the bottom left. Now Indiana going 2-1-2 zone. Korkowski with it. A jump ball as Haymore and Winey had a possession tie-up. The tip to Winey. Flip Saunders. Again with another mishandle. It goes back to the Hoosiers. Under a minute to play now. I am going to press here. We're going to go full court. We're going to go half court pressure. Just for the last couple of possessions of this half. Maybe a couple of possessions. Because remember, there's no shot clock. Benson from outside, no good. A rebound for Kurkowski with 31 ticks left. And we will play for the last shot and go to Kurkowski with it. His attempt, no good as the buzzer sounds. 38-34 Minnesota at the break. Quinn Buckner, 7 for 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the line, 5 assists to go with his shooting prowess, and he is at 16 points. Michael Thompson didn't play a lot late in the first half. He has 10 to lead all the Gopher scorers, and we will return shortly after this. So this game took place January 24, 1976. It aired on NBC. I believe the commentators were Merle Harmon and the old coach for Ohio State. I want to say Fred Thompson, but no, Fred Thompson was the senator actor. He coached. This coach was the coach at Ohio State when Bobby Knight played for Ohio State, and I can't think of his. Thomas something or Frank Thomas or something like that, but I can't think of it right now, folks. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments who the coach. Fred Taylor, that's who it was. So save your comments and messages for me on that, because I figured out who it was. So we go to the second half of play with the score 38-34. And you see the situation there. We're going to get out of our half-court press. We were just gimmicking that. And let me just double check that I'm recording, and I am. Excellent. Let's get to the second half of play. Minnesota's going to start with the ball, and Thompson has it up close with Benson. Thompson with 12, with 10 points. Oh, that's going to squirt out of bounds and go to the Hoosiers. If Minnesota falls farther behind, we might want to think about raising the tempo here. And it's May. May's got it. May sat most of the first half. He only has 5 minutes, but now he's got 6 points. He's the go-to guy for the Hoosiers. Abernathy with the rebound, and now the Hoosiers have it again. No. A rebound by Michael Thompson. 3-on-2. They're going to call a fast break here, and we have a walk. So Indiana's going to get it back. Minnesota looking a little lethargic. Now remember, each team had 4 timeouts to begin. Neither team called a timeout. So you can only take 3 with you to the second half. Thompson lays it up and in. He's now 5 of 8 from the field, 12 points. And a steal by Lockhart, so Minnesota very quickly now could cut it to 2 points. We're going to pass. Going to look for a good opportunity here. And, well, let's go to Thompson. Get it while you're hot. And a steal by Wilkerson. Wilkerson's going to push it up for the Hoosiers. Going into the forecourt, and Wilkerson cannot finish. And it's Ray Williams going to come back the other way with it. 3-on-4? I don't think so. We're just going to set up the offense. 40-36. 17:41 to go. We'll go Lockhart. No, a steal by Buckner. So we've got a lot of turnovers here. Trip to the bakery as the second half begins. Abernathy, yes, from outside.
Abernathy.
42-36 Hoosiers. Go to Saunders. His drive finds the hole. It's 42-38. Buckner to May. A steal by Saunders. And now the Gophers trailing by 4. Going to pass the ball around. Going to look for the open man, which appears to be Thompson. Thompson working Benson. That short shot will not fall, but a foul was called on Benson, his second. You got 4 players with 2 fouls right now for Indiana. Thompson, the only player with 2 fouls right now for Minnesota. First free throw is good. Thompson a perfect 3 for 3 from the line. Remember, it's 3 to make 2, so you can miss one here, still get another. But that's not the case. Thompson made the first 2. It is 42-40. 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes into the half. Second half. May is shooting from outside, and he is just buttered from the outside. Baseline, near baseline, 44-40. Williams from outside.
Williams
has made it a 44-42 game. The lead now back down to 2. Wilkerson, no. A rebound for Winey. A foul on Abernathy. He is the first now to go to 3 fouls. They're going to leave him in at small forward. So the side out to the Gophers, trailing by 2. They can tie, but still a long way to go. A steal by Wilkerson. That is now 7 steals for Indiana, but it just seems like they're getting pickpocketed every time I turn around. And Benson down. They're looking at him. It looked like he's going to stay in. 44-42, Hoosiers leading. And Williams called for his second foul. He is the second player on Minnesota's side to go to 2. So they are in pretty good shape in terms of fouls. Indiana, not so much. Buckner's been red hot. May, even hotter. That baseline jumper from the near side keeps finding the mark. 10 for May. And it's 46-42. Williams with the dribble drive. No. And it's going to be a rebound to Michael Thompson. And a foul on Benson, his third, the team's third. 14:26 now to go. Full court trap being deployed by Indiana, and it's 2-1-2. Thompson from outside.
Michael Thompson.
That gets him to 16. He's leading all scorers on the Gopher side, and the lead is 2. And a block by Thompson. And a rebound by Winey, so we'll go back the other way. Winey with the baseline jumper. No. Well, near baseline. Missed a 5-footer. No good offensive options. A block by May. It's going to go out of bounds. Control to Minnesota. Indiana has now cooled down to 6-11 from the field, and Minnesota is now an even 500. 46-44 is your score. Steal by May. And it goes to the Hoosiers. They try an alley-oop play there. It was botched, and Thompson has the ball. And Saunders goes to the glass. No, a rebound for Abernathy, and we'll go back the other way as the action is a little fast and furious here at this sequence of the second half. It's Wilkerson shooting and not hitting. But you got a foul on Lockhart, his second, and that's the team's second. We will now play man-to-man. Help on the inside. And we're going to crash. We're going to look for extra rebounds. We're going to crash the board here. Hoosiers trailing up by 2, I should say. I was thinking of the Gophers. And that's squirted out of bounds. It goes to the Gophers. As we were saying, looking for a basket to tie. Williams, no. I don't think we've scored in a while. Minnesota's going to reset their offense. Go Lockhart. Tries to hit from outside. No. A rebound for Benson. And Indiana in their forecourt. Up 2. May. No good. But he's going to get 3 to make 2 as Winey fouls him. That is his second. Fourth player on Minnesota with 2 fouls. You have 4 players with 2 fouls for Indiana and 2 with 3. May
hit the free throw.
goes to 11 points. It's 47-44. That was looked like a knuckleball. Fell in, so May does not need the third free throw try. It's 48-44 now. Thompson.
Michael Thompson.
You know what happened there? He's at 18. Crowd going wild, and Abernathy had to call timeout there as the crowd was pushing the defense on for the Gophers. So they get a timeout. They have 2 left. He shoots from outside. That is up and over the basket. Goes back to Minnesota. You're going to make a push for rebounds here. Rebounds have been close. It's been 18-16 Indiana. I'm going to keep my guys in. Critical phase of this game, I'm thinking. Saunders, that rattled off to the left, no good. Rebound Wilkerson for Indiana. 10:49 left. Oh, they have numbers. The Hoosiers do. Abernathy to May. May cannot. No, yes, he can finish. A foul on Michael Thompson. Just to make things worse for Minnesota, it's his 3rd personal and the team's 4th, 3 to make 2. So he was fouled in the act of shooting. The basket did not count. May with the first free throw. Good.
May made the free throw.
He is 3 for 3 on the day. 13 points. 49-46. Your second free throw try is good.
May hit the free throw.
50-46. So the game has slowed down a little bit. The 2-1-2 being deployed by Indiana's defense. The shot by Lockhart, no. Indiana on a fast break. And a travel. Wisman and Knight really chewing out the ear of one of our officials, who just looks back and smiles. And it's 50-46. Saunders is going to hit that outside shot. No, he does not. Rebound by Scott May. 50-46. May to Wisman, who lays it up and in, and the lead is 6. Ray Williams with a miss. And Lockhart gets called for a foul over the top. That is his 3rd. We're going to call timeout right now. And we are going to focus on defense. Play a half-court trap. See if we can put some pressure and force some turnovers. The lead is 6 for Indiana. Abernathy goes to 8 points, and the lead is 8. Back the other way, we have Winey. Gets his own rebound after the miss. We'll have the CPU decide what he does. It's a shot. It's good.
Winey.
And it's 54-48. Abernathy, no good. Rebound Thompson. Indiana is going to have to watch Minnesota push it up the floor, trailing by 6. Lockhart is going to drive, no good. Rebound Wilkerson, but he is called for a foul. That's his 3rd. Nobody's at 4 fouls yet. We have 8:22 to play. Thompson shoots and scores. 20 for Michael Thompson. He's single-handedly keeping Minnesota in this game at 54-50. Wisman, too easy. And the lead goes back up to 6 with 8 minutes to play. Thompson with more.
Michael Thompson.
He has hit 8 field goals in a row to go to 22, 56-52, 7:49 to go. Benson.
Benson.
Back the other way. 58-52. A foul on Benson. That's 4. So he's got to sit. That's our first player to 4 on either side. Both teams at 5 team fouls, so they're each 2 away from the bonus. With 7:38 to play. We'll look to Ray Williams, but that's going to squirt out of bounds, but Minnesota will keep possession. Radford coming in for Buckner for the Hoosiers. With the lead 6. Thompson, no good. Williams over the back. He draws his 3rd personal. So Kosmowski is going to come in for Minnesota. He is a guard. Not to be confused with Korkowski. Contact there, and it's an offensive foul on Radford, his 2nd. The lead is 6 for Indiana. I'm going to go up-tempo a little bit. Williams cannot buy a bucket right now, but that puts Minnesota in the bonus on that foul by Roberson. 3 to make 2. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Williams made the free throw.
Gets the first. It's down to 5. 6:44 to go. Haymore in for Indy. And the second free throw
Williams
good. Won't need the third.
The free throw.
Minnesota 8:46. And let's see how that updates. 12 of 14, 8:57 now. Both teams at 8:57 from the charity stripe. And the lead is 4 points for the Hoosiers. Valavicius, that squirts out of bounds, but Indiana will keep possession as the ball was last touched by the Gophers. The lead is 4. Wilkerson to Valavicius, a steal by Williams. Back the other way go the Gophers. Try to get to Michael Thompson. Thompson's a ways away from the basket. He's going to drive in. Not this time. Rebound Roberson for the Hoosiers, who's only played 4 minutes out of, 34 we have played now. A steal by Williams. We'll go back the other way. 58-54. This was 38-34 at the half. Pass. Don't want to spend too much time here. Not a lot of good options. I'll let the CPU call a play. It's Lockhart. It's Williams, who shoots from outside. It's no good. Rebound Korkowski. Again, not too many good options. His putback, no. Rebound Williams. Williams with his 2nd rebound today. He had 11 against Wisconsin in his last game. We'll try a dribble drive here. It's Lockhart shooting from outside, though, and he hits.
Osborne Lockhart.
The lead is 2 points at 58-56 with 5 minutes to play. Half-court trap still being used by Minnesota, and it's going to pay off as Korkowski blocks, but Indiana gets it back, and they reset their offense. Wilkerson under pressure. He has to call time, and Indiana has got 1 timeout left at 4:40 to go. Valavicius to Wisman, over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson in and out, but Ray Williams commits foul number 4. That's putting Indiana in the bonus. 3 to make 2 for Wilkerson. The first one
Wilkerson made the free throw.
Goes in 59-56. Saunders coming back in. Winey coming back in for Korkowski. And Wilkerson with the second free throw. That won't need the third. It is 60-56. Minnesota has made more than Indiana has attempted. Indiana 8 of 9 and Minnesota 12 of 14. We'll go to Ray Williams again. Has to be careful with the 4 fouls. But he gets the basket there.
Ray Williams.
He's at 15. 60-58. Minnesota still in the argument here. Valavicius, no good, but Indiana picking up some key offensive rebounds. This point of the game, 4:05 to go. Wilkerson, too strong, but he gets his own rebound. Under 4 to go. A steal by Lockhart. And this is where Minnesota has to be careful. We'll play the half-court press when we get back on defense. Okay, so the lead is 2. Winey with a chance to tie. No. Rebound by Roberson. Could that be as close as Minnesota gets? Wilkerson, yes.
Wilkerson
And a
scores.
foul on Lockhart, his 4th. 62-58. Kind of got the sense there that
Wilkerson made
Minnesota
the free throw.
is not going to have too many opportunities to keep this game close. The free throw makes it 5, 63-58. We'll go back to Michael Thompson, the bread and butter guy for the Gophers. But a foul on Roberson, and it's 1+1 for Michael. Needs the first one, but he's not going to get it. But a rebound for Minnesota. And that is going to lead to a putback, but the ball's going to squirt out of bounds and goes Indiana's way. Now we have a couple of players fatiguing, so we're going to put Johnson in at guard. And David Carroll, I think, will be seeing his first action. And some players on Minnesota get a quick breather, trailing by 5. That goes out of bounds. A pressure turnover goes back to the Golden Gophers. The score is 63-58. They have 2 timeouts left. They're going to look inside the Korkowski here. Well, that's the plan. His short jumper, no, but a foul on May, Scott May, with his 3rd. 3 to make 2 for Korkowski, but he's not a great free throw shooter. First one does not fall. So we'll have to get both of these last 2. Oh, a line drive
Korkowski
there goes
made the
in.
free throw.
63-59. Pace slowed down, and when the pace slows down, it favors the better team, which is why Indiana has kind of pulled away here a little bit.
Korkowski hit the free throw.
So Korkowski did make the 2, cut it to 3. It's a 2-possession game. And Minnesota going to throw it into a half-court press. Abernathy, good from outside to go to 10 points. 4 players now in double digits for Indiana, and Minnesota has 3. Williams at 15, Thompson with 22, and Lockhart at 10. Right now it's a thin bench out there for the Gophers. We're going to go to Williams and hope he can make a jumper. There's your shot. No good. Too strong. Rebound Buckner. And they have a fast break. Abernathy cannot finish. So Minnesota gets it back. We'll call timeout. Get Lockhart back in the game with 4 fouls. No risk it, no biscuit now. And we're going to put a focus on offense. Korkowski, yes. And the lead is 3. He's got 9 points. Crowd at Williams Arena trying to exhort the Golden Gophers to pull off an upset win here, even though they're 11-1. May, no. Korkowski called for a foul, and May's going to get a 3 to make 2 scoring opportunity, and he gets the first.
May hit the free throw.
66-62. Ray Williams back in. Because at this point, I think you just got to throw everybody you can out there. We're going to go very fast. Try to get as many opportunities as we can. Missed the second free throw attempt at Scott May. 15 points today. 5 of 6 from the field and 5 and 6 from the line. Make that 6 out of 7.
May hit the free throw.
To go to 16 points, and the lead is 5. 67-62. Indiana playing that 2-1-2 zone. And so it's got to be quick about it. And a timeout called. That was our last timeout. as there was a pileup and Minnesota alertly calling timeout, trying to keep possession. Go to Lockhart, trailing by 5. No! Rebound Korkowski. And he's got to put it up quick. And a foul on Cruz, his first. It puts Wilkerson back in the game. Now, Korkowski, as we pointed out, is not the best free throw shooter. The first free throw attempt is no good. And a rebound by Wilkerson of Indiana. Korkowski 3 of 5. Those 2 misses were key. May is fouled by Korkowski. And May is a way better free throw shooter with 57 seconds to go. First free throw is good. This game was in the refrigerator. The eggs are getting hard, the butter is getting cold, and the jello is jiggling, as Chick Hearn used to say. 68-62. Make it 69-62 as May goes to 18 points. 69-62 is your score, and Minnesota's just going to need a lot of points and hope for a miracle. Thompson, that's squirting out of bounds. It goes to Indiana, who forces another pressure turnover. 37 turnovers in this game. Indiana actually committed 20 of them. With 44 seconds to go. A foul on Ray Williams, and that is his game. He is finito. He is disqualified with 15 points. Buckner is in at the free throw line. Great game for Buckner today. 7 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And that's now going to be 2 of 4 as he misses a long rebound out to Saunders. But 4 possessions here for Minnesota that they're going to need, and they're going to need some quick scores. Saunders. A steal by Buckner, and that's going to do it.
The final score, Indiana 69, Minnesota 62. Minnesota was led by Thompson with 22 points.
Scott May was your scoring leader for Indiana, which the AI, or the computerized voice, did not tell you. So I hope you enjoyed today's game, everybody. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Don't know what game we're going to do next week, which will actually be Wednesday. So we'll think of something. January 24, 1976 was the day of the infamous fight between George Foreman and Ron Lyle. Go look that up on YouTube. Talk about a slugfest. Woo! That was quite a bout. So our next game will be from January 31st, 1976, and we'll be back to bring it to you. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well, Godspeed and God bless. Bye-bye for now, everybody.